This morning we've got an old favorite. This was actually workout number 4, and it is now workout 181. So I figure it's okay to dredge this one back up. Every minute on the minute, and it's going to be really simple. 3 out of 4 movements are compound, so there's 2 things going on. So the first one is a reverse lunge to shoulder press. So whatever side you're holding the weight on, if you're holding the weight with your right hand, your right leg will step back. So we step back, and then as you get to the top, you press up, right? So if you're going to kind of use your legs to drive that movement, so we push and then just sort of follow through with your arm, you end up parking that weight at the top. We're going to do 8 on one side, 8 on the other, and that's that minute-long section. Next one, push-up position, pull through, or we also call it a plank drag occasionally. So push-up position, that weight will be sitting right here. You're going to drag it under you, and then put your other hand down, grab, drag it over. So you're going to do 8 each side, and then rest the remainder of the minute. And then glute bridge with a floor press. So you're lying down, you're going to use your heels to press both hips up. And then from here, we're doing a floor press 8 times on one side, switch the weight 8 times on the other. No particular instruction about how you rotate your hand there, but you should end up with your palm facing forward or facing your feet at the top. So even if you start here, you're going to press and have your palm facing your feet when you get to the top of that floor press. Last one, SLDL Row. So whatever hand you're holding it in, that leg is going to go back. So if I'm holding it in my left leg will go back. Once you get to the bottom of that SLDL, you're going to row 1 time and then come back up. So lots of movements packed into just a few segments here. We're going to go every minute on the minute for 4. You know what? We're going to go every minute on the minute for 5 because we don't need a rest period in there. So we'll get Monday started with a bang. So we're going to go 5 times, a total of 20 minutes. And we'll do it that way. Okay? All right, so let's jump on the roller. And take another 30 seconds here just to roll out. Gotta change the clock up. All right, so I'm going to meet everybody on the floor here. So starting off down on the floor, we'll kind of ditch the roller off to the side and just checking in, making sure you can get your low back touching the floor. All right, so there's going to be a little bit of an arch, but not one that you should be able to slide your hand under. So we want close to being in contact with the floor. Now we're going to extend your legs. If you can't get to this 90 degrees, just go ahead and hold one leg while you work the other. But ultimately we want to be here, and we drop that heel down, tap the floor, and come back up, and we'll alternate. So just starting to get the hips warmed up here. The one thing we're looking for here is as you drop your heel, your hips shouldn't be moving. So we want to differentiate between hip movement and pelvis movement, I guess. So your pelvis should stay frozen. While you drop, the one way you can tell is if your back starts to arch up as you go. You're not stable in your low back. You're not stable in your hips. All right, so cross one ankle over, and then the leg that's not crossed over, you're going to reach back and grab the back of that leg and pull it in toward you. So make sure with this one, you've got your ankle on your knee. If you cross your legs over too much, you won't get the stretch. So we want just your ankle on your knee so that that other knee can be way out to the side there. Another way to do this slightly different stretch, if pulling that leg in doesn't work, you can leave your foot on the ground and just push this hip away or push this knee away. It's not exactly the same, but if we're not able to get here, it's a good substitute. All right, let's switch sides. Crossing that ankle over. Relax your head if you can. All right, let's come on over to your side. So from here, we're just going to go side plank from your knees. We'll hold for 20 seconds. You can go from your feet here too, but in warm up, especially in the morning here, for me, it's better to go from knees. Remember, we're just warming up. The other thing you can do is just separate your top leg. So take your top leg off of your bottom leg so you don't have help. So it's just a one leg movement here. All right, let's switch sides. Just getting things turned on here. Check your form, make sure hips are forward. So we want a nice straight line from your knees through your hips to your shoulders. That top shoulder should be pulled back, not rolled forward towards the floor. Five more seconds. And relax. All right, let's go to all fours. If you want your roller, if you want to use your roller for this, you can. You can also just leave your hands on the floor. So we're going to put the outside of your hand on the roller or the floor so that your palms face each other and thumbs face the ceiling. Right from there, you're going to roll that roller out and try to duck your head down below your hands while your butt's sitting back towards your heels. So we should get a big stretch down your lats here, down the outside of your ribs. Make sure as you're back there, you take a nice deep breath. So nice deep breath in. Then as you exhale, we try to sink into the stretch a little bit more. Good, let's go ahead and lose the roller. Same idea, but now we put our palms on the floor and we're gonna walk them off to one side. So you should feel a big stretch on the opposite side, or the side that you're reaching away from. Try to keep your butt centered on your heels. All right, let's go to the other side, walk them over. Ducking down. And good. All right, one leg off to the side. So we get a groin stretch here. We're going to be sitting back, moving forward, sitting back. We just cycle through that. All right, one thing I want to add to this, we're going to add a little hip stability, a little hip warm up. All right, so now instead of having your hands on the floor and rocking forward and backward, now we're going to bring your hips up under you. So the knee that's on the floor is going to be doing the work here. So we reach back, try to push your butt back to your heels, and then we come up. So it's kind of like doing a deadlift, but with one leg out to the side. So we hinge at the hips, your chest should face the floor, then we come up. So you should be starting to get this work up in your cheek of the knee that's on the ground. The other side's just going through a stretch. It's not really going to be able to help here. Last one. All right, let's go to the other side. So we go one leg out, rolling through that stretch first, forward and backward. All right, good. From there, we can go hands on hips. And we're using your glute on the side that's on the floor, the knee that's on the floor. Just go through that motion, reaching back, coming up. So as you reach back, your chest should stay wide. So we want to think shoulders together, chest will face the floor. Come up. And good. Let's relax. The last stretch here, we're going to go foot forward, push those feet down towards the ground, push your hips down towards the ground. So we're really trying to separate your back knee and your front knee here. Try to reach them as wide as you can. Let's go back to a push-up position. And we bring the other foot up. So big hip flexor stretch here. And good to go. Okay. So we're starting off with that reverse lunge and press. So I think the limiting factor here, if you're using one weight for all of this, the limiting factor is probably going to be the shoulder press. So keep that in mind. It's going to be whatever you can shoulder press for 8. You do get a little bit of help from the lunge. So it's not a straight shoulder press. So you may be able to go a little bit heavier. Okay. All right, let's get started in 10 seconds here. Remember, the side that you're holding the weight on is going to be the side that steps backwards for the reverse lunge. You're going to do 8 each side in the minute, and then the plank pull through is next. Okay. All right, getting started in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Step back and then press. So remember, we're going to step back with that weight on your shoulder and then press up at the top. "30 seconds. Five seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and plank pull through. Here we go. Remember, whatever's left of the minute is your rest time. "30 seconds. "15 seconds left. Next one's on the floor. So we'll start down on the floor with your hips pressed up, and then we're doing a floor press from there. In 3 seconds, 2, 1, and here we go. Pressing those hips up and hold while you do the glute bridge, or while you do the press. Try to keep your hips centered so you're not shifting off to one side. Tendency would be to shift to the side that you're pressing on. 20 seconds left. SLDL row is the last one in the group. All right, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wrapping up round 1. Trying to keep those hips square to the floor. Remember, we've got 8. 15 seconds left. And we're back up to the top for the reverse lunge and press. 5 seconds. 2, 1, and here we go. Step back, press up. Fifteen seconds left. All right, plank pull through in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Try to keep those hips level, not shifting from side to side. The other big challenge on that one is not letting your hands creep out in front of you. So we want to try to keep them underneath your chest. 20 seconds left. Glute bridge to the floor press is next. In 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Again, at the top, your palm is going to be facing down towards your feet. From there, you can rotate if you want on the way down. Kind of depends on your shoulders, what's best for your shoulders. But at the top, palm faces down towards your feet. "15 seconds left. SLDL row is next to wrap up round 2. All right, 3, 2, 1, here we go. 30 seconds. Ten seconds. We're back up to the top for reverse lunge. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Step back on the side that's holding the weight. Twenty seconds. Ten seconds left. 5 seconds. Push up, pull through is next. And here we go. Remember, trying to keep those hands under your chest. If we're substituting anything there, a plank hold would be fine. It's obviously a little bit more stable. 15 seconds left. Glute bridge with the floor press is next. All right, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Twenty seconds left. Five seconds. SLDL row. Ready? And here we go. Try to get your chest facing the floor as much as you can here for the row. Thirty seconds. Ten seconds left. Reverse lunge and press is next. Well over halfway here, guys. 2 rounds to go. And here we go. Reverse lunge and press. 30 seconds. Plank pull through in 10. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Thirty seconds. Fifteen seconds. Floor press is next. All right, in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Keeping those hips nice and strong, belly nice and strong. Twenty seconds left. Wrapping up round 4 with the SLDL row. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Twenty seconds. All right, bonus round. Number 5, last time through. And here we go. First lunge press. Thirty seconds. Ten seconds. Plank position is next. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 30 seconds. "15 seconds. Floor press is next. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, last floor press. Remember keeping those hips up and strong, centered. "25 seconds left. Wrapping up with SLDL row. In 10 seconds. All right, last round. And here we go. Remember, we're trying to keep everything square to the floor. Try to get your chest down there, face the floor. Got nothing bumping up to the back of this one, so you've got a few extra seconds. "30 seconds. "10 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and pencils down. All right, that's a wrap for today. Actually, don't take off. I want to get everybody written down. Amy Carroll. Okay. Got it. All right, if you got to go, you got to go. Let's just take a second to get our breath back. So standing nice and tall. You can go hands on hips. Making sure as you're standing that posture is tall and strong. Hips are level. Meaning if your pelvis was a big wide bowl with water sitting in the top, right, we'd want to keep that water nice and flat rather than dumping that water forward or tipping that water backwards. So think about that. Keeping that bowl nice and level. Getting the top of your head up towards the ceiling. Shoulder blades are down and back. Ribs are down in front. So when I say ribs down, I'm saying not pushed up or arched up towards the ceiling. That also kind of goes with this level bowl thing. So as soon as you level your hips, your ribs tend to come down. So we want ribs flush. Nice deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Try pulling that breath all the way down into your belly. 3 more breaths. And done. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining this morning. Good to see you guys. And we'll see you soon.
Thanks, Brian.
You got it. Good job, Mark.